Good afternoon everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Janice. I'm a Thermomix consultant. Today we're making a low waste chicken lasagna. You use leftover cooked chook for this one. I'm also going to be using my new Fire cast iron baking tray that I've recently purchased from the mix shop. I'll show you that when I get to it, but in the meantime let's start cooking. So it says first up to add 1 brown onion cut into quarters. So I've got 2 small brown onions cut into quarters. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to chop and saute our, like carrot, celery and onion. Okay. 1 carrot cut into 4 centimetre pieces. It was a huge carrot. 1 celery stalk cut into 4 centimetre pieces. And 4 garlic cloves, that's actually 5. Right here, 20 grams of olive oil. And we're going to put the lid on with the measuring cup, and we're going to chop that for 5 seconds, speed 5. And now it says to place the simmering basket on, so I can see it but I can't quite reach it. So I'll pop that on in a minute. And then we're going to cook it for 3 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. And that's dinner started to cook. Rightio, I'll grab the simmering basket, but I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, moving on to the next step. They want. I'll just show you that quickly. Alright. They want 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. So I've just got some more herbs and spices from Grandma's pantry and I haven't put them in the bottles yet. And 2 teaspoons of dried basil. Okay. Now we need 400 grams of tomato passata. That's how much is in there. Okay. Oh, look at that. Perfect amount. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Whoop. Oops. Spraying that everywhere. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And 250 grams of water. A bit more. Okay. 2 teaspoons of chicken stock paste. So I've made this myself. I'm using the Thermomix. This is the recipe of cookie dough for chicken stock paste. Okay. Ground black pepper. Oops. So what I do is when I fill up this is I measure out a quantity of black peppercorns and grind it up in my Thermomix, and it gives, you can get the perfect grind to what you want. Yeah. And then we're going to place the simmering basket back on. We'll put the lid on with the simmering basket. And now we're going to cook that for 20 minutes at 100 degrees on the slowest speed, and the blade is in reverse. So we're stirring, not chopping. Only 20 minutes, and I'll be back. And now I just thought I'd show you this. While we're cooking that, what I need is 500 grams of cooked cold chicken. So I'm just going to pick the bones of a roast chook, a barbecue chook we had in the fridge. But I can still use, we're only going on a slow speed, so I can still use the scales. So what I do is I just place my bowl on top, go back to the home screen and see you haven't lost your place, because if you want to go back, there's a little green bookmark. You hit there and it takes you back to the step you're at. But in the meantime, I'm going to do that, slide it across, hit the scales, and there we have it, we've got scales. So as I break up this chicken, I'm going to put it into that bowl and I'm going to measure out 500 grams. Because once this step's finished, we're going to come back and we're going to add the chicken in, set it aside in a bowl and move on to the next step. Rightio? So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is the Fira roasting pan. It comes with a trivet, which I will use when I serve it, because this is just beautiful from oven to table. So anyway, I just love it. So our next step is to add the chicken to this here. Now it says shredded. I've got sort of it chopped. I don't want it too small. And then we're going to stir it through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I'm going to do 5 seconds. So I can go back and do it myself. 5 seconds. Blade in reverse on speed 4. Right, and that will do. I'm not going to do it the full 5 seconds. And then it's going to go back into here. Can you see that? That's shredded but still a bit chunky. Now we're going to make the bechamel sauce. So the next step they'll give me is to wash and dry the mixing bowl. Okay? Clean and dry mixing bowl. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get the chicken out of here. I will set it aside, and then I'm going to wash and dry the mixing bowl, and then preheat the oven to 180. Right? I'll be back in a minute. Rightio, so we're back. The oven's preheated, that we've washed and dried our mixing bowl. And now they want us to add in 250 grams of cheddar cheese chopped into pieces. There you go. Put the lid on with the mixing cup, the measuring cup. 5 seconds, speed 8. Next, and we're going to put the cheese back into the bowl and set it aside. Okay, that was 5 seconds. Speed 8, was it? Right, done. Next, we're going to place in 50 grams of plain flour, okay. 50 grams of unsalted butter, I wonder how heavy that is. 39. $50. Alright. 500 grams of milk. That there. Oops. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Sea salt to taste. Let's give it a couple of things. Ground black pepper. There, we put a bit more black pepper in this one. We're going to put the lid on with the measuring cup. And then we're going to cook that for 7 minutes, 90 degrees on speed 4. And I'll be back. One of my favourite things to make with the Thermomix is the bechamel sauce. It is just so easy, and you don't have to worry about lumps at all. And we're going to add some cheese to this and make it into a cheese sauce. I'll just wait for it to finish cooking. And it says to add 70 grams of grated cheese. I will just show you this sauce. Okay. Lump free, 98. Okay, we want 70 grams of this grated cheese. And the rest will go on the top and in the layers. Okay. Says to put the lid on and then mix it for 40 seconds on speed 4. And then we're going to start building the lasagna. So we're using a 250 gram packet of dried lasagna noodles. And I'm pretty sure we start with a layer of chicken sauce, rightio. Take a cast iron baking dish. Build your 3 lasagna layers, starting with chicken, sauce, then pasta cheese and grated cheese, rightio. So we start off with the chicken. So I'm pretty sure that I worked out I've got 4 layers, but anyway, we'll... Oh no, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the different, like the layers are the chicken, the lasagna and the cheese. Rightio. So we'll put in a quarter of this. Okay. I do generally make the bottom layer, meat layer in the lasagna a little bit thinner than the rest. Okay. Then we've got lasagna noodles. So what I've got is I've tried really hard to break these up evenly, but it didn't work. So, okay, so that's sort of okay. Okay, then we're going to put cheese sauce. So the same, we'll do about a quarter. And cheese. So about a third. Another layer of lasagna. Oops. Okay. This is not going to play nice. That'll do. Beautiful. Okay. I do like to keep a little bit of extra cheese sauce for the top. Give it a bit thicker layer. And a bit more cheese. You know, I do tend to do my math out loud as I go along. Noodles. It's just, I'll leave that there. Right, yeah. Cheese. Okay. Last layer of chicken. Put it under there. Beautiful. Last layer of noodles. Rest of the bechamel sauce, the cheese sauce it is actually. I don't know if you've noticed while I've been spreading that, it's always so perfect, the bechamel sauce in the Thermomix. I always find if I just keep a little bit extra of the bechamel for the top, the noodles don't tend to get, you know, a bit dried and crispy around the edges. Beautiful. And then the last of the cheese. Then we're going to bake that for 25 to 30 minutes at 180 degrees until it's golden and brown. And we're going to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes before serving. I find even a little bit extra sitting time is good. It just means when you cut it, it holds its layers better. It doesn't sort of all slide apart. So anyway, I will be back when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so we pull this out of the oven. It's been resting for about 5 minutes. My family will be here soon for tea, but I can have a little taste out of the corner. We've just got to make sure the pasta's cooked. Right? Really hot. We're going to have this with just some salad. Yummy. Rightio. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Pop over to my channel, subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.